they know not what. People cause like yours and mine with that money circle. They want to start a war again. So we call each other friends. Let's say what's up, your God. We wanna follow you, friend guys, friend guys, friend guys. But now we wanna see all of me, a thing that play by the rules, and for that kind of better, but let's know each other's fun. It's time to have fun. They think they will win it all. You're playing a brand new dollars with all of us on the lead. Tail, tucked under our hind legs, with no say in what to become of us at all. Till you leave on the spot like Ronald Reagan's back spot, like a play that never ends. You bring up for nonsense, you won't take me. You won't take me, you won't take me, you won't take me. Fight, 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 fight!
This is garbage in the middle. Temperature control.
1, 2, 3. You got it, they want it, just keep it, that's right. That's it. They tell you that's right, in the army you'll fight. That's it. In a day you'll have a gun, in a month you'll let your gun. That's it. In a year you'll stop war, they don't even tell you what you're fighting for. That's it. What do you get in the USA? Attempting control, it's the American way. California. Revolution! California! USA! No way! You got it, so you're the for yourself, no, that's right! That's it! That's right! For yourself, don't like you, for your honor, you'll fight! That's it! That's right! It's a struggle for power, economic, knock off! That's it! That's right! Some are people, some are lies, keep them out there, good pride! That's it! That's right! What do you get in the USA? Attempting control, it's the American way. California is home. Revolution, California, USA, go away. Revolution, class action, it's our responsibility. White folks will die tonight, ready to suffer. Come on back to look up front, I don't believe it. Command comes, declares up, gun for time to nothing be done. Class action, schedule 5. Revolution, class action, it's our responsibility. Look there and back, well, I see what becomes singing a pack, no freedom. Fight for stop this red steel. Ready boys, I will no fear. Here's revolution, schedule 5. Here's revolution, class action, dark mobility, yeah, we know it's for us. Here's revolution, class action, schedule 5.
Okay, we're going to have an interview right now with Code of Honor. My name is Steve, and maybe these people would like to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Dave.
My name's Michael Fox.
My name's Jonathan.
I'm Sal.
One thing that I'm really interested in is I have not been able to figure out the link between skateboarding and punk. How did it ever get together, especially in you as a band?
That's Cam.
I don't think it ever got together at all. It's not really connected. It's more like some people skateboard and some people listen to punk music, but most of them just are, people. They're all people.
Thrasher Magazine is a magazine that features a lot of punk bands and skateboard articles.
They did a heavy metal interview, a review of heavy metal bands recently too. Though they're trying to cover all sides. It's just that punk music is so much better than most other types of music. For skating too. because it's fast and it's aggressive, and it's a lot better than listening to Merle Haggard or Dolly Parton or something for our Code of Honors. Like, Code of Honors is not really like that great of skateboarding music either, but some songs are. Some of the fast songs are, but what we've been doing lately has been more like stuff that you want to listen
What do you
to.
mean, you listen to it on your record player and then like skateboard around your living room to it? Is that what you're saying?
Well, everybody here does, naturally. You guys went on a tour last fall. Did you find a lot of skateboard activity throughout the United States, or was it pretty sedate?
Everywhere we went, there was skaters, and every punk scene.
Were the punk scenes as overtly violent as some of the gigs in California, or was it pretty sedate?
It wasn't too sedate, but it wasn't real violent or anything. We'd like to think that none of our gigs are too violent.
Yeah, there has been a lot of criticism on the part of some people that punk has been getting a little bit too involved in the internal violence area. You guys apparently didn't come across that very much in your travels.
Across, what, a lot of violence?
Yeah.
No, not too much. Kids were pretty much together, pretty much everywhere we went. There was a lot of organization everywhere we went, where kids would sit down and you know, they've gotten like their own little organizations together where they try to control pretty much what they do amongst their scene.
With their fanzines and stuff like that, and
Yeah, if there's any hostility, it usually tends to come from outside the scene and is directed against the punks usually, and that's where the reports of violence come from. Is
Very true. I've noticed that quite a bit. A lot of the suburban kids come in and try to have a good time and all that, and
yeah, I think it is.
and it transpires that there isn't. 1, 2, 3. Hello. It's fine. Okay. And it also transpires that a lot of people get involved in that kind of stuff, and it gets really irritating for the punks who do show up to the gigs to have to deal with that. What exactly is Code of Honor? What does that mean?
So it's just right now it's just a 4-piece rock band. It's just personal belief. It's just what you believe in yourself, you know, inside.
Does it stand for any particular code of conduct or belief insofar as you're concerned?
That comes pretty much to an individual self. I mean, everybody knows inside what's wrong and what's right, you know, and people know who's fucked and who ain't. So, yeah, it's pretty much an individual thing, an individual feeling.
In terms of your own feelings as a group, what is sort of fucked about the way things are, and what's the thing that's going to save it?
Ooh, that's a hard question. I mean, there's so many answers, facets to that question.
so many problems that we're not trying to say we have any solutions to them. We're asking as many questions as anybody else, just about, you know, everything we do. And, you know, the more you question what you do, the more you find out.
Actually, we should be pretty glad where we're at and what we're doing. I mean, we get to be on television, drink Coca-Cola, but actually the distribution of power and wealth throughout the land is totally wrong.
This is a love song about our government. It's called Death to You. Politics on a fucking dirty lie. That's ain't no shit that's fine. Right side not the government supply. Fucking on the lungs up them to die. Parasites are full of people's lives. Money hunts, trouble hunts, they cry. Christianity is in the dead side. Fucking on the lungs up them to die. I know I don't have to worry. Time is on my side. My life is only instrumental. I play more sleep than night. life of waste and corruption. All of you must decide to your own morality just what is to follow in the years to come. Politics on a fuck dirty line. Fascinating on a shit that's fine. I ain't saying nothing of it's applied. What's none of our stuff that you side? Parasites in the fool and kills lies. Money horse 700 they collide. Christianity is civic that God. What's none of our stuff that you side? Show your face. Love you paint a picture with the numbers in place. Funny to live in what you have to be. Nothing ever changed, it's taken away. In this country, all things are given numbers and names. All the members of society. It's all for the slavery of money and fame. Every time that I see my face, I think of all the time that's gone by. I realize my life's not done. I know I cannot change everything. Every time that I think of all the lies that try to shape our life, I turn around, I see myself screaming, that's not for me! I don't need to torture none of the things that I made. I won't fight in a war. Many times for the wealth of shame. Take a good look, take a real good look at all these limbs you've grown up. So you realize we have vengeance now. You have to know just what I'm to say. Time out there for Peter something gonna stop the bed. How can we watch it happen? Where will we make them up? Let's just stick together. Let's stick together. I know we only can win. So I will to death to death. Death to stupidity if you're on the stage. Every time you walk the streets again, feel the sound of every punk truck beat. All your friends that you know you can trust. We'll always trust you. Now feel faith. I want this good world. I'll just think I'll make a world work. Can I touch your face? Life is no parasite. Fucking up there, flex was right. Back on the flag, you will to die. Rent inside society. Great fucking thing up there, change the base free. Be fighting still, be fighting still, be fighting still, be fighting still. Come in the hands, make it a fool. And then fighting like remain sing. Straight up life will never die. We're going to never like time and the sky. Be fighting still, 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 be fighting still. All of this time, I got one thing to say. We don't need shit, you won't take it away. I do really care on how this country's run. Think past this red, my idea of fun. Never before, have we got this chance. No, we can be one, we must make an advance. Time on us changes, we must be on our own. We are the generation of the world, we've got to know. And we fight for reality. And we fight for California, that country. And we fight. We fight. Down the trust of yours on what's in the new country. California is the second one of the time is now is the time for my country to the base. My captivity, until man is free. No more prophecy, that's what life really means to me. you know it's your head. So under a thought, so you are better off dead. If you think your life is wasted, look again. Do us, my brother, you don't have to pretend. And we fight their hypocrisy. And we fight their dishonesty. And we fight the government, our enemy. And we fight the lies they think we believe. And we fight against nuclear weaponry. And we fight for peace and humanity. And we fight.
But it gets down to that one song you're talking about, what are you going to do? And obviously you guys have, what are we going to do? What is the solution to it all? Is it just get up on stage and to sing protest songs?
The thing about, like, what are we going to do is not only are we asking questions, but the more people who are in the eye of the media and that kind of stuff ask questions, then the more questions people are going to start asking themselves, you know, as well. So we're just stating that, you know, we don't know, you know, what the hell we're going to do.
Do you think there's any... That's the problem. There's always been a real ambivalence in the punk scene with regard to involvement. And people have been asking a lot of questions, but not much action has been really achieved aside from a few token protests from time to time. But
what else can you do but protest tokenly? You know, I mean, you can't pick up...
I mean, you know, you can be stupid and, like, blow something up and get thrown in jail. It'll get more done, but it'll get you thrown in jail, you know?
It also endangers the major cause, too. It discredits it to a lot of people.
Well, you know, I'm not going to say... If I blew something up, I wouldn't say, you know, I wouldn't
claim...
It
was punk rock.
I wouldn't claim that I did it, you know? Keep it to myself.
You would claim that you did it.
Do you guys actually consider yourself to be, or associate yourself with the punk scene, or do you figure yourself as some kind of different band?
We are different than a regular punk band. Of course, we're associated from punk rock. We're an offshoot from it. But, you know, basically it's just rock and roll, whether it's heavy metal or punk. It's just, you know, good rock music with something to say to it.
Do you think that punk rock has a chance at really uniting youth in America and really getting them on a solid course of action?
More of a chance than anything else, than the Church of God or some kind of...
I think it already has. You know?
In what kind of way?
A lot, because there's so many bands, you know? You can just look at it that way. And fanzines and just all the young people you see, you know? What do they look like, you know? Punks?
Yeah, it is a major source of unity, but also is sort of a divisive thing. Some people see the punks and they get really alienated by them. And do you think it has any long-term possibility for really uniting people? The scenes are getting better and better in every city in the United States, no doubt about it.
Well, with every kid, you know, as you grow older, you change. You know, a few years ago, I used to dye my hair green and be all spiky and stuff, and, you know, I had the torn-up T-shirts that I put together myself, you know. But, you know, you just grow out of that. My political views, I think, have grown stronger in some senses, but then they've weakened out in a lot of other senses. Like, I can see now in the future where I'd like to be secure and be able to live off the band, where 4 years ago, you know, I was totally, you know, non-profit, and be a non-profit rock band, you know. But now, you know, you got to make ends meet and expenses and everything.
True enough. Do you have anything to say about that, either?
What was the question?
In terms of just getting together as a rock band and really doing something and having some kind of goal for the future in terms of making ends meet as a band, as Code of Honor. What are your goals for this band?
Well, we just want to play as much as we can. That's what I want to do, and get, you know, tour and put out records.
Get our messages across to as many people as possible. Just tell people how we feel, and maybe they'll tell us how they feel.
Yeah.
Skin was forced upon me. Under control, I was never meant to be. All my fears have now gone back. I knew they wouldn't last. And now my thoughts are all my own. My body's free and my mind is full grown. But times of more stand still for me. There is just blood, pain, death, and misery. Tell me why it has to be this way. Endless, lying, killing Why come and walk with me? Not only in death, life was meant to be free. Military aid to El Salvador, the destruction of peace in the far and Middle East. They're playing their guns, we all know what it's for. Their eyes on money, they're planning for war. They need much more money, so they're hoping for war. Fucking change to oppression, they're planning for war. Yet they need much more power, they're hoping for war. What's it gonna be? And your eyes won't open, you say you can see. What's it gonna take? Take a good look around, your future's at stake. What's it gonna do? With a looking down the barrel of a gun at you, what's it gonna be? Your life now, don't you wanna live free? But they're planning for war. They must have what's not given, so they're hoping for war. For you to kill for your country, so hoping for war. To save our economy, we must go to war. What's it gonna be? You know what's going on, you pretend not to see. What's it gonna take? Are the bullets and you gonna come face to face? What you gonna do? Be a puppet on the string for the red, white, and blue. What's it gonna be? If the power to stop, is it in your face? Thanks a lot, San Francisco.